What up, YouTube Lakes? Coming back at you with another StarCraft 2 cast. On the bottom left-hand side of the map, we have our red Zerg player, Veryoldman, and on the top right-hand side of the map, we have our blue Terran player, ECCR. ECCR throwing out the HF, just have fun. Very ominous. No GL, just the HF. Very old man. Being a grumpy old man, deciding not to respond to that. This is a gold versus silver level game. Very old man being our gold level player, ECCR being our silver level player, I believe. We do have an SCV scout coming down to check out what's going on for the Zerg side of things, but this is also kind of a sus wall. What's going on here? We have a second SCV coming down as well. Is this going to be a proxy? This is... Oh my god. Okay, ECCR throwing down the have fun and then proxying his opponent. What an absolute legend. And it looks like Very Old Man is none the wiser. He's going for a hatchery first. And I do like this retro hatchery look, but unfortunately they might not survive to see the next sunrise here. Double barracks proxy on the way for the blue Terran player. He is also walling off with the barracks here as well. It is going to be late, but I'm not sure if a very old man will really understand that this is something unusual going on. We also have some gas being mined as well, just a little bit. I wonder if it's for just enough to get reactors onto these barracks. We have a third barracks on the way as well. The spawning pool isn't even done yet. It's about 3/4 of the way done. More than that at this point. It will finish, but to what end here? It really depends. It really depends when ECCR decides to push out. We have a fourth barracks. A fourth proxy barracks on the way. Keep in mind they can lift off, but they're still vulnerable. If Zerg gets some anti-air and ECCR tries to run these things away, they will get destroyed. Man, he's just building a little city over here. He's, you know, it's the final frontier. He's in space. He's on some weird-ass planet. And he's like, you know what? We're just going to be moving along. We are expanding as humans do. As humans do, we love to colonize things. So... here we go. The reactor being built onto this barracks here and throwing down at this point. I'm going to call this a manor supply depot. There's literally not a single reason for the supply depot to exist right here. Not a single reason. It's perfectly safe behind the wall of the main base. If the supply depot gets caught, unfortunately, it cannot lift off. So this supply depot is literally just because ECCR was too lazy to look at the other side of the map here. He's like, I have an SCV. I'm just going to build that here. So this is some madness. Taking a look at the Zerg side of the map, I think at this point he realizes something weird might be going on. He's building kind of a makeshift wall with the evolution chamber and the roach warren. Not necessarily unheard of. I would like to see this roach warren being placed in the main base because it might get sniped and that will hurt. That will hurt the production of the Zerg player, unfortunately. This spine crawler will help just a little bit, but with a lot of Marines, they will be able to snipe that thing so fast. Oh man, I still don't think Very Old Man understands the position he's in. These Marines having a little stand up here, communicating, having a little hustle. They're like, all right, what's the plan here? We just go and move into the Zerg base. All right, sweet, let's do it. God, I can't get over this supply depot. At this point, I think it's a manor supply depot. I think the supply depot is BM. He's like, I hope somebody watches this replay and sees that I built that supply depot there. I refuse to believe it's because ECCR was too lazy. I think that was on purpose. All right, let's see, though. We have the Baneling nest, but it's so late, man. It's so late. Now Very Old Man notices what's going on. This is This is so scary. How is he going to survive this? This is so many Marines. This queen will go down. We have another spine on the way, but to what end? These queens, this one just died standing, man. Oh my god. And now we have the Marines wreaking havoc in the Zerg base. I guess they decide to forego the Roach Warren. I would go for that, because once you get that Roach Warren, you can expect that there's going to be nothing but Zerglings coming out for this Zerg player. Zerglings and queens. At this point, I think ECCR is just having a little bit of a rough time to decision making here. He's still doing a great job, and this is still so many Marines, but I would go for the production, the tech of the Zerg player at this point. Yes, he's going to get this hatchery, and that is huge. But it's still somehow alive. I want to see this hatchery go down so bad. Taking a look at the production tab, though, we have six banelings that may be able to clean some of this up. Oh my god. Decent split by ECCR, managing to keep a good portion of those Marines alive. And at this point, I don't know what Zerg's going to do. Veryoldman, I'm so sorry that ECCR succumbed you to this, bro. Oh my god, we do have some roaches here. They will be able to clean up a decent amount of these Marines, if not all of them. And now, suddenly, it's really not looking too bad. I mean, keep in mind, looking at the worker supply here, Veryoldman is still ahead in workers. This is a full one base all in. At this point, what I would do maybe as the Terran player is expand behind this. He does not have the money to do so, though. He is going for a full commit into this build right now. Full commit into pure Marines. Decent job healing this Roach Warren. I think that would have been a very, very big hit for the Terran player if he had actually gone for it. It would have slowed down the Zerg quite a lot. It would have delayed these roaches by a good amount. And as we saw, the roaches actually did end up cleaning up those Marines. Roaches, a very tanky unit, and they're pretty decent against Marines in small numbers. Roaches have no trouble handling Marines, so I would have liked to see ECCR take this Roach Warren out, but I think he was getting greedy. He wanted to take out the workers and the hatchery. Taking a look at the workers lost here, it was 14 workers killed in that entire engagement, and now we're kind of just chilling. ECCR still on one base. We don't see any indication that Terran is going to be expanding soon. I mean, he had the SCV chilling here in the natural for a little bit, and then it decided to go back home. I do like the mix-in of Marauders here. The only thing I want to say about this is we're almost at 10 minutes into the game. We're like at 8.5 minutes. If you're proxying 4 buildings, you want to keep the pressure up and not let the enemy player catch back up, because now suddenly you're one base behind. You were at equal bases and at equal worker supply at some point in the game. You saw that you destroyed the natural base. Keep up that pressure, and I promise you have a much higher chance of winning. Right now, Zerg is back to 35 workers. He is saturated in the natural base once more, and he's going to be able to take care of this Terran army, which is just chilling at the moment. And we see a Spire on the way in the production tab as well, and it looks like ECCR is going to potentially go for an expansion. I want to say right now he's just mining the minerals long distance, doing a good job at keeping optimal saturation. But at this point, I would love to see him expand. He would be happy for it in the long run. These barracks are constantly pumping out army units, and taking a look at the army supply, it's almost double in favor of ECCR. I think he could still handle this. Oh man, this is such a bad location for this third base. It is going to get eaten alive. I wonder if Veryoldman is going to be able to cancel it. It looks like he's not able to. He still doesn't know the location of the proxies. He should really have scouted around the map. After seeing this many units, it's pretty obvious there's a proxy somewhere. And unfortunately for Veryoldman, I'm not sure he has enough army supply to take care of this. The Marines just standing still, taking out so much of the Zerg army right here, and he's going for this natural base once more. It looks like it will likely go down. The only other thing I could say that Veryoldman could have done was notice that it was likely some sort of barracks proxy play and focus more on getting an army supply rather than re-upping his economy just so he could defend the next push. Very, very good hit on those Banelings, but I'm not so sure it's enough. We have a steady stream of Bioterran units coming into the Zerg base at this point. It looks like now they are going to go for the tech of the Zerg players, so we won't be able to see Mutalisks come out anytime soon. Not that Mutas would have been a good choice because of those Marines. The S tier, tier 1 unit Marines do shoot up. Veryoldman, good sport about it though. Both Veryoldman and ECCR, good sports about this. Veryoldman throwing out the GG, ECCR returning the GG. Ultimately, I think what decided that game was the fact that Veryoldman decided not to scout, and he never saw these proxy buildings here, and he was so close to seeing it too. He was so close to seeing the manor supply depots. I didn't even notice that 4 supply depots just chilling in a random part of the map. So very cool game to watch. What an unfortunate situation for Zerg, but that's how the game goes sometimes. If you liked what you saw, please consider shooting me a like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you want me to cast any of your own games, I will leave my email in the description below. And I'll see you guys on the next one.